I'd like to vote for Suzanne's video on the Bose-Eisenstein condensates. I found her video to be the most compelling and convincing in terms of its arguments to my layman's ears. Thought she did a nice job of explaining it in relatively simple terms. But I'd also guess I'd like to point out that that presents a certain problem to me in terms of providing research funding in those terms. I guess I believe that funding for research shouldn't necessarily be tied at all to sanitizing something for public consumption or condensing it down to layman's terms. I guess I sort of believe in the original justification for the tenure model, in that it was to protect and insulate academics and researchers from having to sort of spend time and effort bringing their research into that sort of political public area. That said, I think it's a very interesting model to open up to public review this sort of funding issues. It brings to mind a lot of the good work being done with open access journals, open access research repositories, opening the peer review process up to scholars beyond just editorial boards, and ideally broadening the access to the scholarly research so that in the original tradition of building on the shoulders of giants, that we can get this scholarly publishing information out there, and ideally this sort of project would also help get scholarly projects out there into the public view, if not necessarily in a purely democratic way, funded purely by publicly voted videos, then at least out into the public perception and seeing where money is going to research-funded, grant-funded research. It's important for people to know what's being done and what is possible to be done with this research. So again, good luck to Suzanne. Hope you get the funding.